Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to finish up the steering and control arm mounts on Scrappy. This will be part 3, should be the final steering one. We'll have a video about the transmission lines that we found last time. So, today, finishing the steering, control arm mounts. I'll let you know while I still have one mount still in my hand and not on Scrappy at the end of the video. That looks pretty good. Welcome back, YouTube. Back to Scrappy and fixing the control arm mount. Yesterday you saw I got the mounts put together. I didn't film any of the cutting and grinding of getting the lower control arm mount off because it's just cutting and grinding and it's really kind of sucks. So my son helped me remove the lower mount. He got the axle tube all cleaned up and everything. Didn't show you that either because, you know, why turn the camera on? We're just doing YouTube. We don't film, right? So, but anyhow, here we are. This is where we are. We have the lower control arm mount burnt in. We had to clearance a little bit of the mount up because it was hitting, I think if you had an aftermarket arm that didn't have the stamped steel sticking out, there wouldn't be a clearance issue. So we'll clean that up a little bit. He's going to put some paint on it. We'll pop it out, paint inside. Got to put a couple welds in there yet, but that is the progress there on that arm mount. While he was cleaning that up, I took the steering box loose, and I don't know if any of you have ever removed a Cherokee steering box. They've got this nice little flimsy aluminum spacer that corrodes and busts. We have an Iron Rock off-road to go in there. Here is the actual, here's what fell out of his. This is how they crumble when they take an impact. So what we want to do is drop the box out of the way a little more, and I would like to attempt to hammer this from the back side out. I thought about maybe putting a bolt in it with those. My brother got me, he cut 3 of those braces. Part of me thought of stacking all 3 and putting a bolt through there and trying to pull it through. So that's where we're at. He's over there doing body work, you know, because who doesn't use steel house siding to, you know, close their rear wheel well up a little bit. So
basically professional auto body.
Yeah. What was that? Basically professional auto body.
She is not easy to cut. It's good steel.
Yeah. So that's what he's working on. I'm gonna pop that arm out. He's gonna do some painting. I'm gonna clean up some grinding and welding mess. And then it's onto the steering box. Oh, and more battle damage. When you hit really hard, look at those transmission lines up there we noticed. Well, or he noticed. Yeah. This axle, she come up and hit hard. This line right here is pinched. And actually this one is pinched pretty good too. So, yeah, he hit good. Dent here from whatever. Kind of collapsed the spring mount a little bit. If you can see that that's tilted like that. So, yeah, to say the least, he wasn't afraid of the skinny pedal. So, let's get back at it. Okay, update. Here's my plan. We're going to use this plate, like I said, as a brace. We've got the box pulled off to the side. And this is the nut with a washer. This is the part that's pushed out. Here's the other hole, And you just, I don't know if you can tell, but she's pushed out. So, like I said, as a brace, I'm going to put tension on it, hit her with the old impact, then I'm going to attempt to hit it with a hammer. And just try and push that sleeved section in some. This doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, this is a backup trail rig, you know, drive it like you just don't care vehicle. So we're just gonna get her close, and then the other piece will be notched around here. Like I said before, might try and tie these together for a little pulling strength. And that's the plan. I will come back to you after I give it a whirl. I don't think I need to do anything here right now, so we'll be back. Alright, so I'm sitting on my butt trying to do this. My little idea to you know, brace this, try to pull this out. These plates are just mild steel, so of course they're bending. Hammering on that kind of sucks. And it's a fucking beater. Sorry. It's a beater. So I'm just gonna put the new steering box brace in there. We'll adjust this sleeve right here. I don't know if you're familiar. This sleeve right here will level the steering wheel. If you adjust this one, that's toe. And I think we'll be able to make it drive pretty good. Yeah, we broke or bent the steering last year at an off-road event. And if you look down this, you can see she's not very straight. But to reinforce it, we met some cool guys with Cherokees too, and they had a bed frame, a grinder, and a welder and a generator. And we did a trail fix in a field and at the campsite. It's probably a permanent one now, but yeah. I'm gonna get these plates off here. We're gonna get that iron rock steering brace up in there, or spacer, whatever you call it. And we're just gonna put it back together. It's gonna be good enough to run. This lower controller mount over here, we're just gonna box the front of it. You know, if you box this, put a piece across here, you know, to clear the arm, it'll live. It's Sunday. I gotta work tomorrow. Kid doesn't like running grinders. I understand. Got him a face shield so he doesn't feel so, I mean, it sucks. So I'm gonna box the front of that. That's gonna be way less work. We thought about putting both on, so we got a really nice axle when it's done, but he kind of tweaked the upper mount on that side, and the spring buckets collapsed a little bit because it's rusty. So nice, but it ain't that nice. So we're gonna do just enough to get by until he breaks it again. So I'm gonna get that apart. I will show you how that goes. All right, here we are. Here's our steering box brace. Get this up in here. Interesting, that's not a whole lot of bolts sticking out there. Oh. Because we got a gap there yet. I might have to put a longer bolt in. Or once we get it started and cranked in, it's gonna go. Probably gonna go once we'll just have to force it, you know? Yeah. Let's do that. I'm going to get this positioned and we'll come back to the install. Alright, steering box is bolted in. You can see how it pulled in nice and tight. And we're doing our best fab work we could possibly do on this one. Like, look at that finish right there. Like, this line, oh, I don't know what that was. This line totally follows this line. Like, you see how good I did that? Like, that is amazing. LOL. Yep, and we're pulled in. We got our spacer in there. Our bolts are mostly in. Make sure that is quality. This thing's almost ready for another round out to the local, go treat your stuff nice area. So, like I said, that sleeve, we'll just put a rando bolt nut through there just to help tie it in, give a little more anchorage. And like I said, we'll probably grind and weld some those pieces I was talking about across here just to tie these two in here. And then for today, I mean, the tranny lines are pretty roached, but this will at least be able to go on the ground, set it outside, take pictures of it with the white letter tires, because that's cool. And she'll be ready to at least go down the road. Well, not down the road. It'll be ready to be moved. We got to get them tranny lines done because we don't want to burn the tranny up. So.
Directly in your video. Better edit that out.
Alright, I know I tell you this channel, I don't know a lot of tech, cameras, I'm not doing whatever right, but we do have CAD here. LOL. Computer, cardboard aided design. Yeah, so this is going to be a template for a little box plate. Folded up edges. Real simple. Trace it out. Draw a line. Bend it in the vise. Voila, CAD. Alright. Here's what we're going to do to this side versus replace that whole mount because that's just a lot of work. Use my CAD and I made this little guy right here. It's not exactly how he's going to fit, but something like that. We're going to weld him in. And that is going to add a ton of strength to this whole stuff here. Just a ton of strength. So I'm going to get that welded in and we'll come back and show you our progress. Alright, there we go. It's just a quick box. That ain't pretty. Especially up there, but I had too much wire for the heat, so it built up, but it's gonna do what we need. Like I said, she's a shit box. That guy's bolted in. We've got our extra bolt in there. I mean, this is plated. We haven't tied those in yet. Not sure when that'll happen, or if. Progress. Action shot test drive. Oofta. Look at that baby. Pull that. Man, ain't that sweet.